Today we are going to talk about the three most important tasks, or the three C's of mixing. Hey friend, this is Luxe, also known as Lux, from Luxe Audio, and this video is brought to you by Cyan Music. So let's jump straight into it. So these tasks I'm going to talk about today are not necessarily in a step-by-step chronological fashion. While mixing, you might want or need to jump between these tasks and then go back and forth till the mix is finished. So the three C's of mixing are correct, contextualize, and create. So let's dive a little bit deeper into these three important concepts, and hopefully it helps you with your mixes. So the first concept we are talking about is to correct. This deals with all the corrective measures you have to take within a mix to either fix or remove something that is bad or unnecessary. This could be anything from editing, fading, tuning, noise reduction or gating, clip gaining, filtering, or even subtractive EQ. These tasks can sometimes be a little boring, so you can leave things like editing and tuning for a later stage in the mix, and you can jump onto the more inspiring tasks till the mix is at a good place, and then you can come back to these things. The second concept we are going to talk about today is to contextualize. Now this is a big one. This is the one people take years and years even just to realize how important this is. It starts with the very basics of mixing, like volume levels and panning. But then it gets into the more complex concepts like creating tonal contrast between the elements so that they complement each other without getting in each other's way. Creating contrast in the depth dimension could also benefit the seating of the elements within the mix. We will talk more about things like complementary EQ and how to achieve depth using EQ, compression, or effects in a later video. And the last process we are going to talk about today is to create. Now again, this is not a chronological list. Some people actually prefer to jump onto the creative process first thing in the mix, just to get a vibe happening early on in the mix. The creative process generally deals in adding to the pre-existing material. It could be as simple as just an EQ boost, compressing for punch, tone, aggression, or giving things a little bit more vibe. The use of saturation and distortion, from subtle harmonic enhancements to really going ham on the distortion. Using reverbs, delays, and other effects used as obvious effects. Now, how is this use of effects different from when we use them to create contrast in the depth dimension to seed the elements better in the mix? In the contextualizing phase, we often use effects to make things sound more natural and give them a sense of space. But in the creative process, we use effects as obvious special effects. Let me show you an example. Now this is a song called Rah by the band Shore. Now let's give the lead vocal a listen without any effects.
तू सही तू सफर तू हम सफर दौरों से रहा यही है सब.
Okay, it sounds like a vocal recorded in a vocal booth, which it is. Now let's add some reverb to give it a sense of space.
तू सही तू सफर तू हम सफर दौरों से रहा यही है सब.
Now let's have a listen to this in context with the instruments, without and then with reverb.
तू सही तू सफर तू हम सफर दौरों से रहा यही है सब. तू सही तू सफर तू हम सफर दौरों से रहा यही है सब.
We can clearly hear how the vocal sits much better in the mix with the reverb. So this is a context thing. We are listening to the vocal in context with the entire mix, and then we are making it sit better using effects. And then I used effects as a creative process by adding a delay to the vocal as an obvious effect. Let's have a listen.
तू सही तू सफर तू हम सफर दौरों से रहा यही है सब.
So there it is, the three important tasks in mixing: correct, contextualize, and create. If you have come so far, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it helps you with your mixes. There's a lot more content coming out this year, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow at Luxe Audio and at Cyan Music on Instagram. Give this video a like, tell me how you like the video in the comments down below. Let me know if there's any other topic you want me to talk about. But till then, goodbye and see you on the next one.